Bande Matram. Good morning. Today we are going to discuss a great topic. Of course, in brief, quarter hour discussion on corona, black fungus, mucormycosis, and Aurobindo. So, in the light of Aurobindo, we are going to get some consolation, some advice from Aurobindo on this great topic, that is actually the talk of the entire world. So we are going to get some solution, some solace, some advice, and of course we are going to get the great grace from Aurobindo and the mother on this final regard. So we know this world is now suffering from corona. Corona is a visible foe, tangible foe to the not only to the patients. Now itself it is a challenge to the entire society, entire world. Of course, around 700 crores of people. They are 7 billion people. They are actually under the pause of corona. Then, considering the side effects, we can see the world will struggle along under the influence of this bad influence of this pandemic, that is corona. Now, right now, we have seen another impact, that is the attack of black fungus. We have seen attack of black fungus or mucormycosis. That is that has come from the maximum use of steroid when people are in ICU or in the corona. So from that, this new type of virus fungus have emerged, that is known as black fungus, or sometimes people feel it is equivalent to mucormycosis. Even some differ, these are the other two, but anyway problem we feel they are much more vital and deadly. They are killing at least 40 to 50% of people who are right now, of course, been affected. Today, we have seen some 2,000 people only. They have been with this symptoms have been recovered, have been seen from Maharashtra itself. So we'll see some problems, some symptoms from that only, and finally we'll go to get some solution from Sri Aurobindo. So we feel this this fungus, black fungus, it is created mainly from the maximum use of steroid and in stripping on in the ICU. So these people maximum use of oxygen. So oxygen with the oxygen cylinder we are using some sterlo is like some water or something we are using. So from that it is actually emerging, it is coming forward. So people who are sleeping for maximum time in ICU, who are having uncontrollable sugar level, so people who are using maximum steroid for the long time, who are continuing we are the patients with diabetes patients, and who having some being transplantation, kidney and all transplantation. So these are people mostly they are suffering from this black fungus. So this is found in Maharashtra, Gujarat, Delhi, etc. Actually, it is emerged from the dry and the humid climate, and then we feel this is found in Indian climate. So 40% of the total patient of world it is found in India. So symptoms we can also see you will find some black water coming from the nose. Then actually there will be headache covering 360 degree in the head. Some headache you will find. Then you will find your eyes will get red eyes. Then pains inside that inside the mouth, some pain will come. Black spot you will feel in the black spot also can be emerged. Even the body will also be felt like this. So for that actually initially we have to be very careful and use of this gloves, mask, full shirt and full pant, this full shoe. So these are the things we are going to use. And thing is that maximum diabetes patient, cancer patient, they get actually this thing get affected. So diabetes level 200 to 300, if they are, it is there with them, naturally they are suffering. For that actually initially what happens, this death rate also it is up to 50%. This black fungus, when it attacks the lungs. So this lungs get swelled up. Then actually then again when it is coming, this we are taking the breath, inspiration expiration, that time actually it is coming through the nose. So it is actually blocking the nasal respiration and nearby. So nose gets blocked, they gets actually infected, and to nearing elements like head, your eye, that gets actually affected more and more. So this eye also gets some gets more affected. So for that actually gets red and red color we can see. Some most of the times, so operation is necessary, and even two eyes that has to be actually brought forward. So this maximum time we are feeling, with maximum of his time we are feeling, this is the problem actually due to the side effects of corona. For this actually this corona now uncheckable, uncontrollable. For that reason this disease, they are actually spreading like anything. So what happens, we have to do, even if these symptoms are at all found, so this is within 3 to 5 days from nose, it affects the course of the eye, the depth, the gulfs of the eyes. So that time maximum blood flow is possible. Tissue also gets rotten. For that actually eye, that nerves connecting the eyes, now it gets closed. That time you lose the eyesight also, it is possible, quite possible. So even if it is found that it is a costly, of course, medicine, one injection, that injection is also there, steroid, some injection is also there by the consultants, you will see. That costs around some 3,500 antifungal intravenous injection it is given. Dose is of course 3,500 in the market rate. For the 8 week continuously daily someone has to take, so it is a costly affair. For that prevention is better, we have to take, and this is the mostly the initial side effect we have seen. When this corona is not at all captured, right now we have seen some 1,600 varieties of corona throughout the world. We have seen very interestingly 1,670 types of virals in 44 countries, according to the calculation and final report of the WHO, World Health Organization, we find. For that, it is not over. It is every day. It is actually increasing like anything. Nobody knows when it will be controlled. Of course, during the summer or high temperature time, it must be reduced. But thing is that it is right now. It is increasing in India, and where the hotness is more. So anyway, we have to be very much cautious, and will go for the next second film. What is the solution? How serum in the course, of course, and the serum in the mother will quote here. We'll see. After the death, we feel people are dying like anything. Father is awaiting his son to return, but he is not returning from medical. Husband loses wife, wife loses children, and everything. It is now in a depressed stage. It is a most accelerating position in so far this depression and this dependency is concerned, despondency is concerned. Here in the course in 2 lines, all sweetnesses are baffling symbols here. Love dies before the lover in our breast. We are losing our teeth and kin, our love. Everything is dying down. There is no other go. So love dies before the lover in our breast. Our joys are perfumes in a brittle breast. Just imagine how the scenario is. Still, Sri Aurobindo course, already we have seen this pain is required. Where ignorance is, their suffering too must come. We are suffering mostly due to our ignorance, and as long as we have the ignorance in us, around us, so this suffering must be there. So pain is the first born of the inconscience, which was thy body's dumb original base. Couple of times we have asked, we have discussed. Pain born from the inconscience. This inconscience, out of inconscience, pain is born. Pain is our body's dumb original base. So we are suffering. Pain is directly or indirectly it is caused from the inconscience. Again, we'll go. Pain has also it has its good value. Pain is the hammer of the gods to break a dead resistance in the mortal heart. Sleeping means that with their vital tendency, they are sleeping, not interested in going ahead. So simply like working for working sake, moving for moving sake, not interested to change the lifestyle and all. So it is how long it will go. It is the for a new creation, destruction is necessary. If we, the very speed we are going and the very speed with which the nature is progressing, it is not at all satisfactory. We have to do something. So most of the things have been done. There are calls, echoes. We have seen a world. The world is preparing for a big change. Will we help? There is no response. I must save Earth. If Earth consents to be saved, there is no consent. So naturally, for the new creation, destruction becomes necessary. It is there. For that, actually, they have come as per the mother's wordings. It is tragic circumstances, crushing circumstances will be imposed. Things is that everything has to change, and we have to change the lifestyle and go of our life. Again, we'll go for this another steer in the course of this at the present scenario. What is our role? We must know. We must be in a position to know that some people feel death is the ultimately end. Jatasahi Dhrubang Mrityu. Once if we are the death is all, then why should we take care? The power is taken from us, nobody is there, gods are unwilling, demons are furious. Most of the time now, this many times pandemic was coming, now you see that black fungus is there after corona. So life has got miserable. So that faith and trust have been gone. But at that time, during the course, all death is opening to widest immortality. Death transformed becomes life, that is immortality. So Sri Aurobindo at that time actually the only prophet, the avatar who consoles and who assures immortality amid the roar of the corona pandemic. Anyway, death is a question nature puts before, continuously before life, and the reminder is to it that it is not yet founded. So that question is not. Still, then people think that Kim Ascharjam, Ahani Ana Ahani Loka Jana Achanti Jamalayam. Every day people are going to the Jamalayam. Still, people who are living, they are expecting when it will be there, and still Jivitum Ichanti, they are trying to live. That is the wonder. Anyway, we are going to move little forward on this thing, but at this time, juncture of time, where everything seems gray, nothing is visible to us. That time, actually, what is our role? What role we can play really? What is our condition? What we can do our best. Sri Aurobindo quotes here very interesting. Nothing can be destroyed for all for all is He who is forever. Because this great God is inside, soul is there, spark of the absolute it is there, so nothing can be destroyed. Soul is immortal, only body dies, so nothing to worry. But don't not to be fear of death, no will to die, no wish for death. One must try to not to be afraid of death. One must try to come out of it. Then here in the quotes again, a disease will be always return if the body to the body if the soul is flawed. So naturally we have to be not to be soul not to be flawed, but it must be cleared. It must be consulted. The sins of the mind are the secret cause of the sins of the body. Then depression, it obstructs the inner light. That is, we have seen. So no depression, nothing to do. If something wrong happens, then repeat the divine name, Ma, Ma, Ma. It is the great help in the present scenario. It is there. The tragedies of the heart and the body we have seen most of the time. Trust the divine power, and she will God feel the godlike elements in you. Trust. Thank you.